Howdy doody YouTubers, it's another installation here of Chunky Crops, the kitchen garden. We've got to really bash on today because we've got a lot of things to cover. So what we're going to do today is we're going to sow some purple carrot seed into a big 40 litre container, my old washing tub, and we're going to take up my biggest beetroot. And what else we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of potato planting. Now, I've really got to bash on just because of memory in this goddamn bloody phone. So, okay, we're starting off with purple carrot seed. It is quite small, so you've really got to be careful with it. Now, I've got 9 holes made that I've put into some mixed up wet compost, and I've put 9 holes in all the way around, just literally a fingernail deep all the way around. So once you've done that, I'm going to take some purple carrot seed. Now you really need to be quite careful with these because they are so small. Okay? They are very, very, very small, so be very careful with them when you put them in. You don't want too many, and that's probably too many in my hand already, if you can see that from there. So I'm going to try and get 1 seed in each hole, maybe 1 or 2, it's up to you. You can thin them out later by when they pop up and germinate. You could, as they sprout, you take the strongest one, and the weaker ones just throw them away because they won't survive because of the stress of you taking them out the ground. So I put a couple in each hole there. Alright, I'm going to stick that down. All I've used here is some soil that I've got over in my pile. I'm going to go and grab some more now, just a couple of handfuls. Just check for weed stalks and roots and things. So I'll show you what's really rife around here. It's a thing called mare's tail. You don't need too much. The mare's tail is really malicious for being a weed. Not to bore you a lot, but the Russians introduced it in the 30s when they built the railroad to stabilise all the rock forms. And now we're all paying for it. So you just want to smooth this over. And just add a little bit more, like I said, watching out for mare's tail and any roots and things that you've got in the soil if you're getting it from your own ground. I've added a little bit of cocoa compost, which is just like solid form compost that expands in water. You get it for about 70p for 10 litres at Home Bargains. And there's a little bit in here. So once that's settled in, the soil is quite moist. But what to do is, with your watering can, if you don't have a shower head on it, just water over your hand. Just to be very careful. Not to disturb the seeds too much. You don't want them rising to the surface and rotting and things. Now make sure that the pot you're using is well drained as well, because you want the water to go through this. Alright, and that'll do. You don't want to soak them too much. Okay? Alright, and all I'm going to do now is put this up on a high place, because carrot fly tends to not like high places. So, with that being done, on to the next thing, is pulling up a beetroot. So, the middle one I know is the biggest. Now, beetroot takes a good while to grow, but it's very, very easy to grow because the kernels inside have 3 seeds inside them. Now, when you put them either into the ground or into seed modules, which is just like little pots, 3 of these tiny things will sprout out. Now, you take the strongest one, and like before with the carrots, throw the other 2 away, okay, because they'll be too weak to grow anything. Now, I've been very, very fortunate to get some good success with this beetroot. Wow, that is quite big. So I'm just brushing away the dirt here, in and around the beetroot. Be quite careful, because I'm only taking the middle one today because I want the others to grow. Now, ease out of there. You can use a fork if you want. I'm just going to use my hand. I'm going to pull that up. Oh my lord. That is fantastic for a beetroot. Look at that. You don't want them going bigger than a cricket ball or like a tennis ball, because they'll start to get moles and things. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with that at all. That's going to go absolutely great with tea tonight. I'm very, very happy with that. Beetroot is a great source of energy. The dyes in it is incredibly good for your liver and your kidneys. So even if you don't want to eat raw beetroot or pickled beetroot, because I don't really like the stuff, I grate it and put it into stir fries and things. I grate it into salads. It just tastes like very strong flavoured carrot. Okay, so that's the beetroot done. I'm just going to show you very, very quickly the mare's tail. So if you find this in your garden, try and get rid of it as quickly as you can. That's what it looks like when it's young. Now, every single one of these that pops off grows another one of these. And if you only snap them there, I've got the root out. The roots look like a bootlace. Now, even if you snap it there, that will grow again like this. Even if you drop one of these tiny little hairs, that will grow again like this. So the best thing to do with it is get it away from the area, and just, it will try and come back, but the more you attack it, the more it'll come away. Now here's just a wee close-up of this beetroot. Absolutely beautiful. So all I did was, is took out of the middle, and I'm going to keep them like that, and keep them growing. And all I'm going to do is earth up these bad boys, keep them growing strong. Now there is some scabbing. Now they say that to treat the scabbing is with borax, and borax is a chemical that they put in contact lens fluid, and you'd use a milliliter for something 3 times the size of this. If you're only growing in your back garden, if it scabs up, just try again. There's not much problem with it at all. Now, just for, I didn't tell you before, the easiest way to get rid of slugs that eat all these types of things in your lettuce and thing, I've found that having a little dish, there's a wasp in it actually, having a little dish of beer, just whatever dregs you've got, just pour them into any pots or jars you've got, dig them into the ground so they're quite level, and the slugs just love it and they go straight into it. Any insects go right into it, and they die, and that's that. So just keep on looking at them. I've put one over there as well, and keep on looking at them and making sure that they're not completely full of slugs. Just throw them out and fill up with some new beer, and you'll keep them going. But that's the beetroot up, and that is some carrots sown into the container. Alright, that's well drained and things like that, so hopefully we might get some purple carrot. It is very, very late, so yeah, what we'll do now is we'll go over to the potatoes. Okay, so over to the potatoes, all I did is put a shallow drill in. Now this is very, very late on. We're talking about like the very, very end of August here. It's the 26th of August today. So this probably won't work just because of the frost that might come in. I'm going to mount them up as high as I can, and just for the purpose of showing people I put potatoes in. So all that's happened is I've let them chit, which is just like most people you've probably seen. You get sprouts coming out all over the place on the potatoes. And then all you want to do is take this potato, it's like the one with the good chits in it, and all you want to do is about 6 inches apart. You may be doing further than that. Just put them into the ground, right, and then cover them up. And you want everything to be level. Any greeneries you see, because any perennial weeds, you just want to get rid of them. Okay, go out really well, and then what you're going to do is you want them quite far down in the ground. Alright, and once you've done that, all the way along, I'll do the rest of it later, is you just want to rake in any excess dirt that you've got in from the sides to make mounds, like little hills. And then what should happen is in about a month or so, you should have this. They should all just popping up and sprouting, and it'll be about another 70, 80 days before they actually turn into something like the one we have over here. Alright, you saw the ones that I picked up and I chopped off the tops. This is what it looks like eventually. It starts to just dry up really, and it will really tell you when it's ready to go. But in case it gets some diseases and things, just have a look up some potato diseases on Google. That was very easy for me to say, and it'll show you really. Or just pick up some books from charity shops. Do you know what I mean? They are really, really, really cheap. And then yeah, just do what I did on the organic potato review video. So yeah, that is really much it, guys. That was a lot to take in today. Any comments, just give me a shout. But apart from that, till the next time, howdly doodly.